Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And give this video a like up. Young and the Restless predictions suspect Cameron Kirsten may soon push Sharon Newman too far. And she could end up doing something awful that she'll regret for the rest of her life on the CBS daytime drama. In recent Y&R episodes, Sharon Newman's behavior began to change. The new bipolar medication her doctor put her on wasn't sitting well with her. However, instead of working with the doctor to find a different medication like she said she was going to do, she stopped taking it. At first, she felt ok, but then she started hallucinating, mostly of her late daughter, Cassie Newman. Also, she hallucinated kissing her ex-husband, Nick Newman. Then, things took a dark and shocking turn when she began to hallucinate Cameron Kirsten on Young and the Restless. Things are significantly worse for Sharon Newman, Sharon case, now that she's envisioning Cameron Kirsten, Lyndon Ashby. Not only is she having visions of him, but they're having full-on conversations. He's around all the time, even when her family is there. She knows he is a figment of her imagination. He even told her that. He represents the part of her that she doesn't want to acknowledge on Young and the Restless. He brings out her darker impulses and urges her to do things she normally would never consider. Now, things are intensifying because of the car accident involving her daughter, Faith Newman, Rayling Castor. Recently, she gave Lucy Romalotti, Lily Brooks O'Brien, a ride home because she was drunk. When she got sick in the car, Faith lost control and they crashed. No doubt, this brings back terrible memories for Sharon. It goes back 20 years ago when Lucy's father, Daniel Romalotti, Michael Graziadei, killed Cassie Newman, Karen Grimes, because he was driving under the influence. No doubt, it's all too familiar and is filling Sharon with rage because she blames Lucy. Of course, she also has Cameron chirping in her ear about how Lucy is to blame for almost killing Faith the same way Daniel killed Cassie. Also, he holds Daniel responsible for everything. This is how Sharon feels deep down inside. And soon, it looks as though Cameron may convince Sharon to get revenge. Not just on Lucy, but on Daniel too. Official fall spoilers for Young and the Restless confirm that Sharon lands in a dangerous predicament that will change her life forever. Plus, it affects Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford also, and it is Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow, who rescues Sharon when this happens. Additionally, Daniel and Lucy's mom, Heather Stevens, Vale Bloom, face a crisis that devastates them. So it certainly seems that Sharon may somehow cause Lucy's death. Indeed, that qualifies as a crisis, and it definitely impacts Phyllis because Lucy is her granddaughter. On the other hand, Sharon is getting increasingly jealous of Phyllis' bond with Nick. So it could very well be Phyllis that she targets on Young and the Restless. If so, she will likely survive, but there's always a chance she won't. She and Sharon have some powerful scenes coming up to celebrate both of their 30th anniversaries on the soap. So, it's sure to be huge and dramatic, and nothing will be the same afterward. Y&R spoilers and updates promise major shakeups. Tune in each day to see if Sharon Newman turns homicidal with Cameron Kirsten's help on the CBS soap opera. The Young and the Restless, Y&R, has consistently kept its viewers hooked with its riveting storylines and unforgettable characters. Among the most tantalizing storylines is Sharon's ongoing struggle with the return of her dangerous ex, Cameron Kirsten. As the writers weave his sinister presence into Genoa City, one can't help but predict that this chilling arc will push Sharon to her breaking point. Here's a detailed prediction of how this storyline could unfold, shaking the very foundation of the Newman family and their allies. Cameron Kirsten is known for his manipulative and sadistic tendencies, and his return to Genoa City spells trouble for Sharon. Cameron doesn't just resort to physical intimidation. He thrives on psychological warfare. As he reestablishes himself in Genoa City, he's likely to play mind games with Sharon, targeting her vulnerabilities. Sharon's past struggles with mental health have been well documented, and Cameron will exploit them mercilessly. He may leave cryptic messages or reminders of their dark history in places where Sharon can find them, such as her Crimson Lights coffee house or her home. The constant sense of being watched and hunted will gradually take its toll, making Sharon feel isolated and unsafe. Cameron's actions won't just affect Sharon. They'll ripple through her relationships with everyone close to her. Her bond with Nick Newman will be tested as she struggles to share the depth of her fears. Despite Nick's protective instincts, Sharon's reluctance to burden him might create a wedge between them. This could give rise to misunderstandings, with Nick possibly misinterpreting Sharon's erratic behavior as a sign of distrust or even a relapse into her previous struggles. Faith, Sharon's daughter, could also become an unintentional pawn in Cameron's twisted games. Cameron's threats might extend to Sharon's loved ones, forcing her to make impossible choices. The fear of losing Faith or seeing her daughter harmed might push Sharon into making reckless decisions, further alienating her from her family. As Cameron tightens his grip, Sharon might begin to unravel. Sleep deprivation, anxiety, and the constant paranoia of being stalked could lead her to question her own sanity. This descent into desperation might mirror her previous struggles with bipolar disorder, making her wonder if her mind is playing tricks on her or if Cameron's threat is as real as it feels. To cope, Sharon might turn to unorthodox methods to reclaim control over her life. Whether it's seeking the help of a private investigator or attempting to confront Cameron on her own terms, her decisions could become increasingly risky. Sharon's determination to protect her loved ones might backfire, putting her in even greater danger. If there's one thing that unites Nick and Adam Newman, it's their shared history with Sharon. Despite their often contentious relationship, Nick and Adam might join forces to neutralize the threat Cameron poses. This uneasy alliance could lead to some powerful and dramatic moments, as the two brothers set aside their differences for Sharon's sake. Their combined resources and determination might yield crucial evidence against Cameron, but not before he escalates his torment of Sharon. The tension between Nick's pragmatic approach and Adam's impulsive tendencies could create friction, but their shared goal of protecting Sharon will ultimately drive them forward. The climax of this storyline is bound to be explosive. Sharon, pushed to her limits, might decide to take matters into her own hands. In a desperate attempt to confront Cameron, she could lure him into a trap, hoping to end his reign of terror once and for all. However, Cameron's cunning nature ensures that things won't go according to plan. This showdown could take place in an isolated location, heightening the stakes and creating an atmosphere of palpable tension. Cameron's psychological torment might culminate in a chilling face-to-face confrontation with Sharon, where he forces her to confront her deepest fears. Sharon's resilience and determination will be put to the ultimate test as she fights for her survival. Assuming Sharon emerges victorious, the aftermath of this ordeal will be just as compelling as the confrontation itself. Sharon's journey to reclaim her sense of self and rebuild her life will resonate deeply with viewers who followed her character's evolution over the years. Her relationships with Nick, Faith, and even Adam will undergo significant changes. Sharon's ordeal might bring her closer to Nick, rekindling their bond as they navigate the fallout together. Alternatively, her reliance on Adam during this crisis could reignite old feelings, creating a new love triangle and setting the stage for further drama. Faith, too, will be deeply affected by the events, potentially leading to a storyline where she grapples with her own trauma. This could pave the way for meaningful conversations about resilience, mental health, and the importance of seeking help. As for Cameron, his fate could go in several directions. The writers might choose to have him arrested and brought to justice, providing a satisfying conclusion for viewers who've long despised his character. Alternatively, Cameron's storyline could end in tragedy, with his own hubris leading to his downfall during his confrontation with Sharon. A third possibility is that Cameron escapes, leaving the door open for his eventual return. This would keep the audience on edge, knowing that his shadow looms over Sharon and her loved ones, even if he's no longer actively tormenting them. The return of Cameron Kirsten to The Young and the Restless has all the makings of a storyline that will leave a lasting impression. By pushing Sharon to her limits, the writers have the opportunity to explore themes of resilience, empowerment, and the enduring strength of the human spirit. Cameron's reign of terror might bring darkness to Genoa City, but it will also showcase the light that emerges when people come together to face their fears. As fans eagerly watch this storyline unfold, one thing is certain: Sharon's journey will be a testament to her resilience, and her eventual triumph will be a moment to remember. Whether it's through her own strength, the support of her loved ones, or a combination of both, Sharon's battle against Cameron Kirsten will undoubtedly be one for the ages.